Dear students, welcome. In this video presentation, we are going to discuss about the laws of refraction. Now, what is refraction? We have already talked about, but let us just have a brief recap. What is refraction? Refraction is the change in the direction or bending of a light wave when it passes from one optical medium to another at an oblique angle. Now, why this bending of light, or why there is change in the direction of light? Because when light passes from one optical medium into other, there is change in the speed of light. Because of this change in speed of light, there is deviation in the path of light, and this phenomenon is referred to as refraction. Now, the phenomenon of refraction is governed by laws of refraction, and there are two laws of refraction. So what are these laws? Let us go into a little bit more detail. The first law is the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the interface of the two media. At the point of incidence, they all lie on the same plane. So this is the incident ray, this is the normal ray, so this is the angle of incidence, right? And this is the refracted ray. So they all lie on the same plane. So this is the first law. The second law is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence, which we write as sine I, to the sine of angle of refraction, which is sine R, is a constant n, for the light of a given color for a given pair of media. Now this law is known as Snell's law. So Snell's law says that the ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant, and this constant is also known as the refractive index of the second medium in which the light gets refracted with respect to the first medium in which the light is incident. Right? So I hope that you are able to comprehend this. Right? So let us go forward. Now this refractive index, now we know that we can find this refractive index first if we are given the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction. But what if we are given the velocity or the speed of light in the two medium? We know that during the process of refraction, there is change in the direction of light as well as there is change in the speed of light. So we can find out the refractive index with the help of the ratio of speed in the two media also. So refractive index, when we measure the speed of light in two different media, the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is defined as the ratio of speed of light in medium 1 to the speed of light in medium 2. So if we want to find out the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, then we have to find out the ratio of speed of light in medium 1, which is V1, to the speed of light in medium 2, which is V2. Right? Now this is known as relative refractive index when both the media are, that means if the medium 1, which is the reference medium, is not air or vacuum, if we are comparing any other medium, that is the V2 medium is any other medium, and we are comparing this medium with any medium which is not air or vacuum, then the refractive index of medium 2 is known as the relative refractive index with respect to medium 1. Now what is the absolute refractive index? Absolute refractive index is basically the ratio speed of light in vacuum or air, which is represented by capital C, to the speed of light in any other given medium, which is represented by a capital V in the denominator. It is known as the absolute refractive index of the other medium with respect to air or vacuum. This is known as the absolute refractive index of the other medium. Right? So in this we do not have to write the name of the other medium. Right? So this is about the absolute refractive index. Now what is the value of C? This you have to remember, the value of C, that is the speed of light in vacuum or air, which is nearly the same. The value is 3 multiplied by, that means the value is almost 3 lakh kilometer, but we have to take the SI units, so which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second, so which is very very high, you can see. So this is the value of C, and V is the value of speed of light in the other medium. So you can find out the refractive index in two different ways. If the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction is given, you can find the value of refractive index with the help of Snell's law. But if the speed of light in the two media are given, then you can find the refractive index of one medium with respect to the other with the help of the ratio of the velocity or the speed of light in the two medium, right? And if you are finding the refractive index of the medium with respect to air or vacuum, then it is known as the absolute refractive index. So I hope that this is clear to you, right? So we are going to discuss more about refractive index. Now refractive index is inversely proportional. This is very very important, you have to understand this. Refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of light in any given medium. Higher the refractive index of a medium, lower will be the speed of light in that medium, because refractive index, once again, refractive index is represented either by n or by mu. So refractive index is basically directly proportional to the optical density of the medium, right? Higher the refractive index, higher will be the optical density, and higher the optical density, lower will be the speed of light in that given media, right? So I think you will be able to understand that if the refractive index of a medium is high, then the speed of light in that given media or medium will be less. So you can see the highest refractive index is of diamond. So we can clearly see, rather than we can say we cannot see the light in diamond, we can see the refraction of the light in diamond, and that is why diamonds are so refractive, and that is why they shine even in very small amount of light. So the refractive index of diamond is very high, so the speed of light in diamond will be the least, right? And the refractive index of vacuum is just 1, and air is also nearly 1. Therefore the speed of light in air or vacuum will be the highest. So diamond is the densest medium and vacuum is the rarest medium. So I hope you are able to understand this concept of refraction and how to find out the refractive index of a medium. Now the laws of refraction and the refractive index. So we have some numericals also. So let us look at 3 numericals which I have given for you to understand how we can find out the refractive index, right? And the numericals which are very commonly asked in exams, and they are very very important. So the question number 1 is, refractive index of glass is 1.5. If the speed of light in vacuum, this you have to remember also, 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Find the velocity of light in the medium, that means in glass. So we know the refractive index, that is mu equals to C by V. C is the velocity of light in vacuum and V is the velocity of light in the medium. So we have been given the refractive index of glass, so we have transposed it. So V, velocity of light in glass, equals to C by the refractive index of glass. So C is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 and divided by 1.5, which is the refractive index of glass, and we get the velocity of light in glass, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So very very simple, you can see, just application of formula, placing the values. Now question number 2 says speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Find the refractive index of glass. So once again very simple. So refractive index is C upon V. C is the speed of light in air or vacuum upon V. V is the speed of light in the given media. So C, we already know the value of C is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second divided by the speed of light in the given media, which is 2 into 10 raised to the power 8. So the refractive index of the absolute refractive index of glass comes to 1.5. So this is the answer, right? So very easy, you can see. Now question number 3 says if the refractive, so this is not active, this is refractive index of water is 4 by 3, that is the absolute refractive index. of water is 4 by 3 and that of the glass is 3 by 2. Find the refractive index of glass with respect to water. So we have to find the relative refractive index of glass with respect to water. So refractive index of water 4 by 3, absolute refractive index of glass 3 by 2. So refractive index of glass with respect to water will be refractive index of glass, absolute refractive index of glass divided by the absolute refractive index of water. So which comes to 3 by 2 divided by 4 by 3, and thus by solving this we come to the answer, that is the relative refractive index of glass with respect to water comes to 9 by 8. So this is the answer. So you can see that these are very simple to calculate, and I hope if such type of numerical comes you will score full marks, right? So these are simple enough to understand, and if you apply the formula, if you have understood the concept of refractive index, it would be fun for you to solve these type of numericals. Thank you very much.